Evening guys, hope you're all right. I'm in a really good mood at the moment because I have just discovered something that I think is brilliant, and that's why I'm going to share this. So this is my 2005 987 Boxster. I've made a few mods to it so it looks slightly different, but what this is about PASM, and if you fit aftermarket suspension, how to sort of get rid of it, like the errors on your dashboard. Now let me tell you the story. So this donor car, when I built this car, it came with PASM, right? And I think what that means is, in layman's terms, it's lower by 20 to 30 mil than standard, right? Which is fine, yeah, because when I built the car, it all looked lovely and it sitted great. Sitted, that's not even a proper word, is it? It sat great. But since then, because it's so flipping low at the front, I had to put some air ride in, and I've done a video on that actually, what I've done on my current car, so you can see how I've done that. But to fit air ride, or the air ride that I fitted, you have to change the standard struts to coilovers. Fine. The problem you have is the car is programmed to have PASM, and I kept the back standard PASM. So what happened was there's my air ride in there, you know, looking nice. Of course, once I fitted all the air ride, and it all worked as normal, because the wires for the PASM that should have gone in the top of the shocks were not connected, I get errors on the dashboard. So I'm thinking, oh, right, okay, maybe the guys at the Porsche dealer can sort of program that out. Anyway, I took it to them, probably about 2 years ago, to be fair now, asking them to do that, and of course they'd never been asked to do that before. I also wanted them to get rid of the xenon headlights, because again, I've got obviously the real 991 headlights in here now, and this car had xenons, so I got another error. Anyway, long story short, they had it for 2 hours, cost me a fortune at a main Porsche dealer, and they managed to sort the xenons, but they couldn't do the PASM. So anyway, I went back to basics, and I thought, well, what if I just still have the shocks in there connected? Would that solve the problem? And that's what I did. A bit crude. So I had the old shocks, I cut them down, and I sort of put them in here with the air ride, and just extended the wires that were meant to go in the shocks and just connected them up to the shocks here, and it all worked perfectly. The problem is these shocks weigh an absolute ton. Oh, I got a wasp. Go away. They weigh an absolute ton, and well, I was like, you know, it's good enough. It sort of looks like it's part of the air ride, doesn't it? Those things, very technical. Anyway, a couple of years have passed, and I found a local independent Porsche dealer that was close to me that had PWIS, and I was reading on the internet that, you know, they had that and they could do programming, and also the fact that I've put on a, you see there, Generation 2 steering wheel. So it's got the air horn, sorry, not the air horn, sorry, the air bag, and that all works fine. But the problem is the horn didn't work. Anyway, that was a bit annoying. So in the end, to sort of get it through the MOT and all that, I put this toggle switch, you know, like that, and it worked, yeah. And of course the MOT guy didn't mind. But then I read that people would put in these on their Gen 1 Boxster and 987s, and they just need to be reprogrammed to be a multi-functional steering wheel, and then the horn would work. No, it don't work now because the ignition's got to be on. But anyway, long story short, found this independent Porsche dealer that was near me, and I thought, well, you know, give it another go. So I took it to them. They got PWIS. They sorted out the steering wheel. That works lovely now. Tried to sort the PASM out. Couldn't do it. The guy, I won't name him, I won't embarrass him, but it was a lovely guy. He tried and tried and tried. He would get it off the system, and then he'd take it out for a drive, and then the error would come up, and what would happen is because an error come up, and I think it's designed to do that. The shocks at the back went really hard and it was just a bit rubbish. But he said to me, he goes, why don't you just put a resistor in between the wires as opposed to keeping the shocks, because that should work. And bless him, he was only right, wasn't he? So what I've done is, so what I used to have is the wires that came and connected to the struts, I fed them through here, boom, 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 and then just connected them to these cut down struts that I had. Instead, what I've done now is fitted a resistor here, and I'll sort of show you the thing on it, and connected it just into the wires. And I'm gonna have to do the other one the other side. But yeah, and now it doesn't don't get the error. And the beauty of it is the car still thinks it's got PASM, and it has, half of it has at the back. And if I ever wanted to flip in and make the suspension rock hard at the back and shake my fillings, even though I haven't got any, I can switch it on. So yeah, I'm really pleased with that. So that's because the other thing is I didn't realise you can get these PASM cancelling kits. At the end of the day, they're just resistors, looking at the pictures, and they cost a fortune. I mean, that's a resistor from eBay for like £5, if that. Anyway, happy days. So the thing I forgot to mention is actually quite important, and you'll have it with these cancelling kits that you can buy for a lot of money, is that these resistors get hot, right? So you have to mount it on metal. Don't want to mount it on any plastic or anything like that. So I just found that here there was a big hole, and I made a little plate. I riveted the resistor to it, and it sits there. So, you know, it will get quite hot, but you know, it's attached to metal, it's not attached to plastic, so it's not going to burn anything. So hopefully. So now I'm going to have to do the other side. Just think about where to sort of put the thing. Could just piggyback off this thing and put it there. So a bit later, I put this one in here. I piggybacked. Sorry, I was eating some pizza then. Piggybacked off that, riveted it, just made little things. It's all metal, blah blah blah. Connected it to the original. Got rid of those wires that had run down into there, and there we go. So it looks a lot cleaner there. I reckon those shocks weighed about 5 kilograms each, so I've saved myself 10 kilos. I could save a few more if I went on the diet, but anyway, so I reckon that's good for at least 20 horsepower extra. Anyway, I hope this has been helpful. Yeah, so see you later. Bye. So now it's all back together, all back to normal, and you'd never know anything ever happened. Hope this helps someone. See you later, bye.